Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson for Ponca City Public Schools. And on this edition of Coach's Corner, head coach Heather Harris of the Pohai swim teams joins us for a recap of the season, and not a bad season at all, Coach.
Yeah, it was a really fantastic season this year. I was really proud of them.
Yeah, for sure. And the state meet was in Edmond on the 18th and 19th of February. Kind of had to be abbreviated for the Pohai swim teams needing to leave town to beat a snowstorm, if you remember that. Tell us a little bit about how the state meet, how it all went down.
So we had to leave Wednesday night, which we got told that about Wednesday afternoon. So we were kind of rushing around to get things, done and to get there. So they ended up having to stay a couple days in a hotel, which, wasn't beneficial to us. It wasn't part of our plan, but, again, they do such a good job of kind of just rolling with it. And okay, I'm going to go over the results that we had from state. Kyle King, he was 9th in his 200 IM. Timmy Crank was 8th in his 50 free. He actually made the A final, which was a big deal. Max Inkster was 13th in his 50 free. Tim Crank was 14th in his 100 fly. Max Inkster was 6th in his 100 free. He was in the A final on that. Kyle King was 12th in his 100 free. Our 200 free relay that consisted of Max Inkster, Kyle King, Tim Crank, and Tanner Estes. We got 6th in that. Tanner was 24th in the 50 free. And then Braden Stewart, he was 18th in his 100 breast and 19th in his 100 free. So the boys performed really well. I was really impressed with some swims. There was a couple kids in there in the previous year that didn't even make an A final. And, they made A finals in their events this year. So it was a really, really good finish for the boys. For my girls, our 200 medley relay ended up 7th. And that was Riley Straw, Maddie Shear, Jesslyn Carpenter, and Alyssa Sullivan. Maddie Shearer, she's a freshman. She was 7th in her 50 free. She made her A final in her individual. Jesslyn Carpenter, she had an incredible state meet. She was one of like 2 freshmen of that whole meet that made all A finals in all 4 her events. So she was a top 8 finisher in all 4 events. Really impressive. She was 7th in the 100 fly, 7th in the 100 free. She was a part of 2 relays that were top 8. Alyssa Sullivan, she was 23rd in her 50 500 free. Riley Straw was 23rd in her 100 free. We were 5th in our 200 free relay, and that was Jesslyn, Maddie, Riley, and Alyssa Sullivan. Maddie was 10th in her 100 breaststroke. And our 400 free relay actually ended up going to state, which I was really excited about. We got 19th in that, and that was Lindsay Alvarez, Alyssa Sullivan, Riley Straw, and Iona Payne. So again, the girls also had a very impressive showing at state.
Yeah, just incredible. What a wonderful season for the Pohai swim teams. And what does the off season look like for your swimmers?
So, I still have some swimmers that are swimming club. They have their club meet, their state meet this weekend. Then we've had some kids that have qualified to another faster meet, sectionals. And after spring break, the week of spring break, we're going to take a little break because I think it's good to have kind of a mental and physical break from when you swim year round. And then we're just going to get right back into it, training a lot of weights, running, and just kind of getting back to the basics of like swimming and focusing a lot on technique.
Very good. The future of Pohai swimming, who do you see coming up in the program, and who do you hope to be with you next year?
Well, again, we have a very young team. My 2 freshman girls, Jesslyn Carpenter and Maddie Shear, they are going to just keep getting better and better. And I really hope to see, a state champion out of either one of those girls or both. I'm really excited about that. My boys, again, we have a young team. We're only losing one of our really sufficient, really substantial swimmers. And it's going to be a big loss losing Max, but Timmy's, he's only a sophomore this year. Kyle's only a sophomore this year. Braden Stewart's only a sophomore this year, and they're just going to do great things. They're just going to keep getting better and better. And I'm really excited to watch.
Yeah, it's an exciting time for Pohai swimming and a great season to look forward to next year. And head coach Heather Harris, big shout out to all of the people that support Pohai swimming. And you couldn't do it alone. You've got a wonderful assistant. If you want to give some kudos, please do that.
Yeah, he actually had to step into the coaching role at the state meet for some things that went down. And I think he did an incredible job. And I'm just so glad that he could step up and do that. And again, like, you know, I have a great booster club. I have a great group of parents that are very supportive in everything we do. And, you know, it couldn't get done without them too.
Yeah.
So
Coach Heather Harris and assistant coach Mike Arnold and all of the boosters that support the Pohai swim teams. And we look forward to having Heather Harris on with us for Coach's Corner next season. And Heather, have a wonderful off season with your swimmers. And thanks for all you do. And thanks for being here.
thank you.
That's going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner with special guest Heather Harris. We will come again very soon. Thank you for watching. Until next time, Wildcats, hold that line.